I've back tested this all the way back to 2019. I have people back testing this in my Discord, and it has like over an 85% win rate.
BitSwap is the hottest new way to trade tokens. Crawling all the top decentralized exchanges, BitSwap will get you the very best price and value for your trades. BitSwap is changing the game. Try it now at bitswapdex.com. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, the largest crypto channel in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. If you like money and crypto, then you're definitely going to want to hit that subscribe button. Guys, today I brought on Jayson Casper, the most requested person on the channel I've ever seen. This is a Market Cipher expert who's going to be able to show you where your weak point in Market Cipher is. Now, if you want to take advantage of Market Cipher or sign up for Bybit to do trading like we're going to talk about on this video, make sure to head on over to bitboycrypto.com/deals. You can scroll down for a 5% off Market Cipher code, and also you can sign up for Bybit. They just released annualized staking, basically, or annualized returns on your account. Today, you get up to 15% just by holding a balance in your account and having one of their interest vouchers. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into this interview. Very fascinating stuff. I think you're definitely going to watch it all the way until the end. Hey, guys, today I'm joined by, one of the best emojis around, Jayson Casper, YouTuber extraordinaire, Market Cipher savant. Jayson, welcome to the show.
Hey, Ben, thank you so much for having me on, man. I am honored.
Absolutely. Now, if you guys get any value out of this video, you guys make sure, of course, like the video, but we're going to have Jayson's information down below so you guys can go and subscribe to his YouTube channel. Let's get him at least 5,000 or 6,000 extra subscribers today. I'll say this, Jayson, I've had more requests to have you on my show than any other person in the history of my channel.
Yeah, I've definitely got some loyal followers out there for sure.
Yeah, and I'd say having a strong community myself, loyal followers, I mean, that's definitely something that you want. And, it's hard to build that. So congratulations on that. But you are known as kind of the Market Cipher expert. You just came out with a course on it. We'll give you some time to talk about that a little bit. But I want to know, what is the number one thing maybe people are doing wrong with Market Cipher? What is something that you can teach us today about Market Cipher that will give us some evidence that you know what you're talking about?
Right. Well, Market Cipher is an amazing tool, and I've been a trader for a long time. I started with stocks, and then I became very passionate about Forex. And then once margin trading became a thing with crypto, it opened up a whole new world for me. And when I saw Market Cipher, I was like, wow, this is such an amazing tool. But a lot of people are getting into this and they've never traded before, and they open this thing up and it's like, wow, I see a green dot on the 5-minute that's telling me to go long, but I see a red dot on a different time frame that's telling me to go short, and they get all confused and they enter long. Then they realize there was a higher time frame that cancels out the lower time frame, and they get wrecked. And it's an amazing tool, but a lot of people just don't know how to use it. So I've kind of come up with a system on how you can almost like find a shortcut to finding those perfect entries without getting overwhelmed with all the different timeframes and stuff like that. And I'm a big TA guy. So I do have a course, and the focus of the course is to teach people basic technical analysis and then how to use Market Cipher to really long the bottoms and short the tops and find those awesome entries and feel like they're confident. That's another big thing. Like, if you're confident as a trader, then you're going to have more success because the emotions are not going to take over.
Yeah, I find when I'm going on losing streaks, I start losing the confidence, and it kind of starts, flowing into more bad decisions.
Right.
So you have some stuff you want to show us, kind of show some charts, what you're going to talk about, the shortcuts.
Yeah, sure. Let's show some charts. This is a strategy that I've been using, and I made a video about it a few months ago. I call it the 424 strategy, because you're going to be using the 4-hour time frame and the 24-minute time frame. But what you're going to do on the 4-hour time frame, if you want to find like a really good entry, is you're going to wait until you see one of these green trigger waves printing on the 4-hour time frame right here. Mm-hmm. And then and this is the simplest form of it, right? The actual strategy, there's more confirmations that you're looking for. But what you're going to look for is when this green trigger wave starts printing on the 4-hour time frame, the first green trigger wave that prints on the 24-minute time frame is where you're going to enter that trade. And it's pretty much, I've back tested this all the way back to 2019. I have people back testing this in my Discord. And it has like over an 85% win rate. And if you enter right on this candle here, you would have gotten a super nice 8% gain. And, that's just one of them. But again, you can back test this and see it for yourself. But what I'm doing here, and I have a number of these strategies, I call them algorithms. They're algorithms. You're looking for a certain number of confirmations instead of trying to just free flow and use your feelings. And I think we're going up. You're only going to enter a trade if you see, A, B, C, and D, and that's when you enter. And you have certain confirmations that let you enter, certain confirmations that let you exit. And that's pretty much the way I prefer to trade. And I think if you have a system and a strategy that you can backtest and show to be profitable, then you have confidence in that strategy. And even if you go on a 15 trade losing streak, you already know, okay, I backtested this to 2019. I know it has an 85% win rate. So I lost 15 trades in a row. I know that 16th trade is going to be a winning trade. And overall, I'm still going to be profitable. And we can go back. I mean, really, I would say every single time that happens in the past month, except for this time right here, this green trigger wave on April 3rd, it would have been a winning trade. And this one right here, you probably would not have taken anyway, simply because we can see the down on the lower time frames, Market Cipher was, and even on the higher time frames, we see just the clear direction is coming down. So, we would stay out of that trade.
Now, entries are great. I love entries. I love going in, but sometimes those exits are, the most difficult part because, I mean, you know how it is. You get in a trade, it's going up, you feel like it's going to go up forever. And then all of a sudden it starts backing down. And then, you're down below where you started or you hit your stop loss or whatever. But in this strategy, what are you doing in terms of exit?
Right. So there's a number of things that I do. And probably the thing that I do the most is just support and resistance, right? I'm sure most people are, or maybe not, familiar with support and resistance. And if you look at my chart here, you see I've got these lines marked out. And what these are areas where historically the price has found a sticking point. There's a lot of liquidity in the market right along these lines. This is where the daily candles tend to open and close a lot. And you can see like back here in February, there was a lot of price action happening right around this line. And then in the future, price will tend to retrace to those areas. We can just see that happening over and over.
Now, what are those manual lines you drew, or those a tool you use to put all those lines in?
They're manual lines. It's just a horizontal line in TradingView. I go over this in the course on how to get the accurate levels.
Okay.
But I'm big in trading level to level. So if I'm in a long, and let's just say I enter long right here, based on my confirmations in the trade, I will set my take profit levels at the next resistances, right? Because I know historically price has just found a sticking point there. And so I know price is probably going to come back up to that level. And if I'm shorting, it's just the opposite. I would set my take profits instead of, if I'm longing, I would take some profit out here. I would take some profit out here. And the way you do that in Bybit is you just set a limit order at these levels. And then it's like what you do where you move your stop loss into break even. So I'm basically taking out a little profit here, which in essence does move my stop loss into break even if I don't move my stop loss up, but you can still move the stop loss up. And then it just guarantees now you've locked in some profit and then you can let the rest ride. And, that's how I do it. And, my philosophy is, nobody ever went broke taking profits. So if I can guarantee a winning trade, you're either going to have a small win, a break even, or a large win, right? Yeah, and then there's other ways to exit too. I mean, you could use Market Cipher and see whenever momentum is curving down. Yeah, use a combination.
Yeah, generally when it does start curving down, sometimes it'll bump back up again. But I think that's definitely a good place to take some profits. Now, I was watching one of your streams, and you did not believe I was in the chat. I remember.
I didn't, man. I thought it was a fake because,
there's a lot of fakes.
Be in my chat.
Yeah, I know in your chat. But yeah, I was definitely in there. I was watching some of the stuff you were doing. Now you use pretty low leverage.
I do. I
Yeah,
do.
talk about that strategy a little bit.
Well, it really depends on the trader, and it depends on their account size, and it depends on the risk management strategy, which is very important. Risk management is very important. Um, but I like to use low leverage because it will allow me to enter a trade and have a very, very, very low liquidation price. Where if I am trying to catch, let's say, because I like to do the swing trades, right? I would, I would like to ride like these huge moves up and just kind of let things ride. And if you're using lower leverage, then funding fees are less and all that. It
That is
just
true.
it gives me more wiggle room without having to worry about getting liquidated. That's all. And I'm in a position to do it because I've been stacking my crypto for a very long time. Like I've been a Bitcoin hodler since early 2016. And every month, regardless of the price of Bitcoin, I've been getting Bitcoin. I've been stacking my crypto all these years. So now that Bitcoin is so high, I have the capital to enter a position with a lot of contracts without using leverage. And for me, it's just more comfortable. I know it really depends on the trader. So I like to encourage people who are new to trading to focus on learning the skill of trading before they
Absolutely.
try and over leverage themselves and get wrecked.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't use leverage. It's just I make sure it fits in my risk management. And some people are tempted to look at this as a get rich quick scheme, which it totally can be. Don't get me wrong, but I've seen more people lose than win if they don't develop the skill that's going to last, past the bull market into the bear market,
Right.
into the.
Yeah, for sure. I prefer to gamble and get wrecked. It's a cheap thrill for me.
It is for sure.
Yeah, I enjoy using the high leverage. I just can't get excited over the low leverage. Like I just can't do it, but I certainly recommend everybody to use the it's like I always tell everybody, like, do as I say, not as I do.
Right.
People don't need to be using 20x, at the minimum. That's what I use as minimum usually. I did
Well,
try 50 a little bit and I got super wrecked with that. 25 to 30 is usually what I kind of like to go with, but it is very dangerous and it's a great way to lose all your money. But when you get those wins, you don't have to have as high a percentage of wins to still be in the green. You just do have to know still, it's still all about risk management. Like when you're using higher leverage, you got to know, like, getting liquidated sometimes, or at least, setting the stop loss a dollar above the liquidation, all that, like, is sometimes it's part of my strategy. It's like
right.
sometimes it's going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes I will use leverage instead of a stop loss if I need to set a conditional order, like I want to enter at a certain place, and I can't actually set the stop loss in advance. I'll just set my leverage so that the liquidation price will be the stop loss that I want. So it's a great tool. Don't get me wrong, and
Yeah.
as long as it fits within your risk management strategy to preserve your capital, like that's the biggest thing. Like the focus should be on preservation of your capital,
Yeah.
because if you preserve your capital is the only means you have to actually make money doing this. So if you're getting wrecked, you're going to wither away your ability to make money doing this. So if you
Absolutely.
preserve the capital, the gains will come, especially if you actually learn how to find those good entries, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think that's a great conversation. I mean, obviously, with what we do on our channel, like we're in a different situation than a lot of people. And if I get liquidated, I can just load money back in. It's not a problem. That's what allows me to be able to be more dangerous. Like for it, like if you've watched what we've done when we've used smaller trading amounts, we get much more conservative with the smaller amounts, because then it's all about trying to preserve what we have left in the account and stuff like that. And everybody's got to factor in where you're at. And most people are going to be coming in at the beginner stage, because obviously if you look at the statistics in crypto right now, the majority of people that are interested right now are newer. And what I would say is, I thought something you said was very interesting on that live stream, which was you look at using low leverage. And I think this is like very important for beginners to understand. We hear leverage trading and I can do it very dangerously. Sometimes we see some dangerous things sometimes, but it can be actually pretty safe if you use a lower leverage. You said you look at it as just a way, even at 2x, just to stack up more Bitcoin and to be able to, be able to take profits along the way and actually maintain the same level of cryptocurrency.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. That is the way I look at it.
Yeah, I think that's pretty smart for the beginner to hear. You definitely don't want to come in and, we see it too much. People come in, they use 10x right off the rip, or 20x, or 30x, or God forbid 100x, or
Oof.
even worse, they don't know what cross margin is, and they use cross margin and lose all the money in their
Oh
account the first
yeah.
time, and then they never come
Yeah.
back. So, all
I mean,
right,
that's the focus of the course that I have.
what's the site for the course?
The site for the course is JaysonCasperTrading.com. And it basically, you can come on here and see a whole bunch of testimonials, but the course outline here, and it's made for people who are like completely new or newer to trading, and it will like walk you through. It'll give you a step-by-step systematic approach to trading, where again you can feel super confident knowing that you're not just longing and shorting and praying, right?
Yeah.
You're confident, you have a good entry, you have a good point of invalidation where if price comes down here, I need to get out of the trade. No reason to nurse this bag that's going down to Hades.
All right.
And then we have a whole entire section on Market Cipher, and really learning how to look at Market Cipher as an entire structure instead of just looking for a dot, like a comprehensive overview of all the different icons, all the different oscillators, and really learning how to use this thing, because it's a great tool, but a chainsaw is a great tool. If you give a chainsaw to a 3-year-old, they might cut their head off. But if you give it to somebody who knows how to use it, they'll be able to chop some nice wood, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I do know what you're saying. That's true. Well, just so everybody knows, you're hooking me up with a version of this. I'm going to actually be going through the course, and we're going to be starting, like, I want you guys to know, like, Jason's somebody I think very highly of. A lot of people think very highly of. He's kind of risen, through this Market Cipher, kind of momentum that's been going on because it's been doing so well. And so I am very looking forward to getting into this course and doing it. And we will be talking about this course a good bit, on the channel once I get through with it. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through, maybe a week or two based on my schedule, but you guys will be seeing this again.
It's a little bit long. It's 15 sessions and each one is about an hour and a half, but there's a lot of info in there. And
okay. All right. So guys, we will be getting through this course in 2027.
Yeah.
So you guys can be looking forward to a full comprehensive review when I have grandkids. So guys, I'm just kidding. I will try to work through it. I might skim some sections. We'll see what happens. But definitely it is something that I'm planning on, integrating into what I'm doing, what we're doing on the live streams, what we're doing in Market Cipher. And I just stuff you showed today, I think is very beneficial and helpful for people that are looking to become, intermediates or experts in trading. I think it's and using Market Cipher. So, Jayson, thank you for coming on the show today. Everybody, make sure to go subscribe to his channel. Anything you want to leave us with today?
Yeah, man. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
And I have a lot of free content on my YouTube channel where I actually go through a lot of the strategies that I use. So if somebody, wants to check that out first, by all means, go check it out. And I also have a Discord community, which is free to join, where we've got a lot of good traders in there. And it's just a really nice vibe in there. Everyone's helping each other out and bouncing ideas off of each other.
Love it, man. Love it. We'll put all those links down below for people to check out. And we'll look forward to talking about this more in the future when I get through with the course. Thanks for coming on, Jayson. For everybody else, drop comments down below. Let us know what you want to know about Market Cipher. We would love to get that feedback from you guys. Have you taken this course? Do you follow Jayson? Let us know all that down below in the comments. That's all I got. Be blessed. Way out.